Ready to go. Yeah, I'm all ready to go. Hey folks, how you doing? Good evening. A little bit late, sorry, just a few technical issues, but we always get there in the end. Folks, if you want to join, all you need to do is just head to the link that is on the page, whichever channel you're on. There is also, I think on Facebook, a QR code as well that you can just put your phone up to it and it'll bring it straight up and you can just start the quiz whichever way you join it on the platform. As per normal, Facebook, I don't know, I've got no idea with Facebook. They're just scrolling up and down and scrolling up and down, nothing's happening. Oh, there it is, finally. Bit late to the party, Facebook sometimes, but there we go. G'day everybody, welcome. Stephanie Angzunit, Sean Conway, Mark Lethbridge. G'day Mark! Is that Mark Lethbridge, the man with his, yes? Mark, hello sir, how you doing? Chris Pym, Gary Davies, Simon Webb, Kevin Carter, MKR, Karen Corcoran, Alaska Airlines, TCC. It's going to be a stiff old competition tonight, we would hope anyway. Usual questions coming from the pilots, as well as everything else that we're doing. A few sort of catchy questions, which again, you need to be a little bit careful with what you're doing in terms of answering, because what this quiz is all about is about time. It's not like a pub quiz where you're talking to your mates and you're sort of like, you know, digressing and sort of like, not digressing, chatting, discussing the whatever answers you think it might be. And no, it's not King George, it was, you know, but you yourself, it's all about the timings, and that's what it's all about. So Mars High, g'day to you, Karen Corcoran, Emmy Roulard, David Bisbee, Kate Tarpley, Daniel Hill, Chris Payne, Ghost Customs, Nick McNair. Can't answer any of your questions, folks, if you're asking me questions. Not possible for me to answer any questions, too much going on. We're going to let it run on a little bit longer just because of the delay that we had. GP is there, of course, and Jilly is the amazing technical person behind all this, folks, making it all happen. So thanks to Jilly for setting it all up. Matt Truland, me chain's hanging out. Joyce Stafford, Matt Truland, Chris Pym, Donna O'Brien, Jane Alder. G'day to everybody watching on Facebook and YouTube. Les Tankard, Simon Webb, Scott Cowell. So yeah, lots happening this week and lots happening next week as well, folks. We're planning to get out there tomorrow, by the way, for all of our members. Of course, it will be first class, super class members after the 20-minute freeview. All the other folks are more than welcome to join us. We'll be live from London Heathrow tomorrow, folks. The first day out officially with Big Jet TV. Mark Appleby, Owen Merrick, Karen, Mars High, Simon Webb. G'day to everybody watching. So yeah, I basically put this audio library together, which, well, I don't put it together. It's actually on YouTube, folks, and something that we just play out when we can. Some of it's crap, but a lot of it's really good, and it's free, of course, so that's the good thing. You don't have to worry about licensing fees and all that sort of stuff. Jorn Morton Lillegier, blimey, g'day to you. Justin Clark, I'm sure Jorn has maybe changed his, let's just have a listen to this one, see whether this is any good. Oh, hello. Johan Heino, good day to you. Justin Clark, Philip Griffiths. Everyone needs a GP, indeed they do. Everybody does need a GP as well. Matthew Watts, Nick McNair. Let's just bring something a little bit more interesting in here, shall we? Dramatic, funky, inspirational. Let's try inspirational. Start down here, somewhere like that. Just take a grab. Hello? Laura Ribbons. Kevin Carter, what's that, GP? Okay, yeah, no worries, no worries. Spacewalker, this is by AURA. And g'day to everybody watching. Hope you enjoyed the show today. Again, folks, we're calling them replays or rewinds now. We're starting to, what we're planning to do is basically, as best we can, sort of like transition back into the live weekly shows. We're going to have to see how it pans out. Literally, we will document as best we can, or at least cover the revival of aviation as it makes its way back. Lots of different stories coming out across the internet at the moment. I've just seen one from Swissport opening one of their lounges in Zurich. San Diego is due to open up as well, obviously observing all the social distancing and government rules and regulations in terms of that. Quite what it means in terms of people flowing through those airports, I've got no idea. But Ghost Customs, g'day to you. Odette Stevens. Odette, we finally found your man. Thank you to Odette, by the way, folks. Odette won a t-shirt on one of the weeks, and she very kindly donated it to... Oh, Matt's on YouTube. Okay, so Matt's saying a thank you to Odette at the moment. And Matt, hope your boy's well tonight. And of course, that t-shirt is going to be on its way to you quite soon. Chris Pym, g'day to you. Paul Skilling, hello, and thank you to Paul, along with all the other spotters this week for helping us out with spotting the airlines. Ray Day, here we go. Let's there's Kay Tarpley, look, Kay and Scott. Should be another match between them. George 46, Lisa, TCC, Kay Tarpley, Ray Dar, remember you from last week, Mark Appleby, Barry and Jenny, Des Lost Mice, 777, Phil Drill, Jingle, Jilly, Jingle, Jerry, remember that? Look, it's Kay Tarpley and Scott Tarpley, opposite sides of the room at the moment. Donald Palmer, Simon Phil, Scott's like this. Donald Palmer, Matty Tate, Frost, Western 1015, Jonathan, The Spellers, Justin, try again, Make Dusseldorf, Chris Pym, Owen Merrick, Julianne Busby, Martin Bison, Aliston, Harrison Fenson, Kevin Carter, Johan, Jorn Morton, Ali, Justin Clark, H, Easy, 6945, Keith Coventry, g'day to you, Karen Corcoran, Nicky Nacky Noodle, remember him from last week, Diesel 1313, Young Joe is in the house. Welcome to everybody who's joining right now, 174 players, still got another 15 minutes or so left before we can start the, oh thank you Alison Thornett, sending a few stars through there, 200 to be precise, really appreciate that Alison, thank you so much. Peter Steerhauer, g'day to you. Donna O'Brien, Matt Truland, g'day to everybody watching on Facebook and YouTube, wherever you are in the world, of course. Katie Sale, Beluga Baby, there we go. Scott Tarpley, hey, here we go, here he comes, look. G'day to everybody. Michael K, Alison Baker, also known as Ali B, g'day to you. Laura Ribbons, Nick Mac now. More people joining the party. Good day to everybody. 183, going to probably bring it over 300 players today, I'd imagine. What we'll basically do is I've got a list of all the questions here, as well as everywhere else. We'll maybe talk through a few of the answers as well, because it kind of it deserves it. And of course, we'll look at last week's leaderboard as well, which I've got on here. Let's just have a look. Yeah, we've got the leaderboard and all of the winners from previous weeks. Let's just have a little look here and see what we've got here. Wandering Gaze, that sounds a little bit... Oh dear, I don't know about that. Ebb and Flow, how about that? I don't know. I did have a timeline of music, folks, but it's somehow got lost. I don't know, but in amongst the sea of stuff that we're doing at the moment. Let's just have a little look. Oh, hello. Sounds a bit... Come on, son, let's get going, son. It's in the wrong genre, mate. Oh, hello, what's this? Owen Merrick loves all 777s, and don't we all? Yeah, terrible scenes on one of the I think it was the Mail posting a picture of one of the Virgin 747s being scrapped down in Wales. You know, saying it final nail in the coffin for the 747. Well, to be honest with you, coronavirus, it was already on the cards with Virgin 747s. They were being retired anyway, and there was a retirement, staggered retirement for the 747 with British Airways that was on the cards. British Airways are likely to have more 747s flying after coronavirus as well. I'd say for a couple more years, possibly even. Don't forget, they spent a lot of money on refurbs on 18 of their 747 jets. So there's every chance that we will likely see those aircraft flying again. New member Trevor Leonard upgraded membership to first class. Trevor, you'll be able to join us for the whole show tomorrow at London Heathrow, of course. Going to have Nigel Warren, Ross Kennedy. I've got my beer, thank you, my friend. Alcohol free, has to be said. George 46, Lisa. Yes, of course. You know, tomorrow we'll have a good opportunity to sort of work through everything, and of course chat about news about the airlines, about the aircraft, specific details of the aircraft, that specific aircraft as well, because that's how deep we can delve down into the history of aircraft in terms of how old they are, how many miles they've flown. Aliston, hi, great streaming, Jerry and Jenny. Thank you. Aliston has sent 50 stars. Thank you, Aliston, really appreciate it. Lynn Keeble is playing tonight. You will probably be on there somewhere, Lynn. Thank you very much indeed. Joe the Vlogger, China Airlines is flying 747-400. Indeed, Joe the Vlogger, very right indeed. 747-400 with China Airlines. In at Heathrow this week, it has to be said. Ross Kennedy, good day to you. Nick McNair, Jesse John 30, TCC, Odette, everybody here getting ready. We've got about another 10 minutes left, folks. It's not easy to fill, but I do my best. Let's have another look and see what we can do in terms of music. David Bisbee, the new camera is fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, proved that with that MD-11, Lufthansa MD-11 freighter that went over the top of us towards earlier on today. Absolutely fantastic. During the show, got a pin sharp shot of her, and you could even see the winglets, which we've talked about on air before, eh? And which we will have a question tonight on. So might want to just have a quick Google around for your winglet types, folks. Ali, good day to you. Justin Clark. It's a bit better, isn't it? So how are you going to do tonight then, folks? Week 6, don't forget. And of course, great questions, and thank you once again to all of our pilots who've submitted questions. James Shepherd. James Shepherd is a training captain with British Airways. Of course, don't forget, we've got a new questionnaire tonight from Virgin 330 First Officer James. He's asking question tonight. British Airways A350 captain, of course, Scott Bateman, MBE. Thank you, Scott, for doing that. Incidentally, folks, British Airways A350 1000 delivery of one of their aircraft apparently into London Heathrow next week. We're planning to catch that live here on Big Jet TV, and of course Dave Woolsworth as well. Follow these guys on Twitter or on Facebook, folks, whichever platform you're on, but look out for them. We'll put up some pictures of them later, but they're always very happy for you to follow them. So that's British Airways Captain Dave Woolsworth, James Edgington, British Airways 777, 200 and 300 First Officer. He's also submitted a question, and we thank all those guys for getting involved in the quiz. Of course, they've got busy family lives themselves, but of course they're very happy to get involved as well. Let's just have a little look and see what we've got here. It's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Oh. That's a bit like that. Oh, Superman. Innit? No, leave it out, son. Oh, don't like finger clicking. Oh, hello. Here we go. Jazzy John, Laura Ribbons, Michael K. Karen Aldred. I'm rubbish, but I do it for the fun of taking part. There we go, Carol. Or Carl, sorry. Carl Aldred. What a lot of people do here on Big Jet TV with the quizzes, definitely just a check, taking part, getting involved in a bit of banter. Valerie Lawrence, Lee Russell, Chris Pym, of course, Lel Aviation, 9 minutes indeed. Joe the Vlogger, we're supposed to be live at 7 o'clock, going to probably run on a little bit longer than that, just to give people a chance to jump in, because obviously we were a little bit late in starting. Owen Merrick, who would like a Toulouse 2-hour lunch? That's an interesting one. Malcolm Clinton, g'day to you. Simon Webb, James O'Brien, George 46, Lisa. We are up to 200 players now, so we've broken through the 200 barrier. Paul Skilling, indeed, the quiz is fun. Storm Gray, g'day to you, Storm. Laurie Anderson is in the house as well, and welcome to everybody. Watch the documentary about a Airbus 321 XLR today, Simon Webb saying. That's great. It's all about social, Chris Pym saying. Yes, indeed it is. And it is great to have you guys on board as well. Whether we're gonna continue this on, of course, is another thing, because as the industry picks up and things get a little bit more busy, then it's all about, you know, how we can carry this on, in terms of the quiz, that is. But I know it's a nice little get together for all you folks, so we'll see what we can do. David Bisbee, yeah, throwing a few people off, of course, saying that it was thinking it's Friday night. Of course it isn't. The reason why yesterday, folks, was just purely because we had a massively long day. Up at 3 in the morning, having to drive up to Stansted, do the whole show, come back. Very little chance for a rest. It was a long day. So you know, we basically needed the rest, but and appreciate, of course, you're all understanding that as well. Donald Palmer, I'm fairly confident that I won't finish dead last, but we shall see. Indeed. I finished a bad 128th last week, Kevin Carter saying. That's fine, man, it doesn't matter, it's about taking part, isn't it? Donald Palmer, tomorrow you'll basically just have to look out, but it won't be any time before midday, because obviously the problem for us is we're looking to catch as much action as we can from the position that we'll be at as well. So it is a question of, you know, how we go about that. But it will be from around about between 12 and 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and hopefully we won't miss anything. Lel Aviation went to Manchester Airport today. There are no planes, and it looks abandoned. Yeah, I saw a little. And Mark Appleby saying that the Stansted show is thank you very much indeed, and a few other people saying that as well. Bulldog 617, yeah. I saw a little clip from a sped up clip, a ramped clip today from Manchester. A few little aircraft moving around the airfield, and of course Qatar running their Dreamliner in there as well. So you know, it's a case of going somewhere. You know, if you're going to go somewhere, and playing spot at the moment, Heathrow's probably the best place you can go to in terms of getting some action, because there is quite a lot of stuff still coming in and going out of there. And fortunately for us, they are running a single runway operations, which means that we get both departures and arrivals on one runway. So no rogues or anything like that, all down one runway. Kerry Fino, About to take a student up flying. Wow. Well, it's not. That's not. I wouldn't be sad about that, Kerry. It must be great to fly. Being about to take a student up flying. Dale Ann Harsh upgraded membership to first class. Dale Ann, thank you very much indeed. Jazzy John, TCC, Judy Chaston, Chris Plain Mad Webb. Yeah, indeed, once a month. Yeah, that's something that we have discussed, possibly once a month for the quiz, at the end of every month. Les Tankard, Emmy Roulard. Jamie Edgington is there. James Edgington, g'day to you, my friend. I hope I'll get your question right, mate. And of course, he is a first officer, and I've demoted him this week. He's not a captain with British Airways, but thank you so much for getting involved, James. Really appreciate that. Julie, are we ready to go? Okay, yeah, I just wanted to check that we are ready to go in terms of everything is set. Carol Cupcake, good day to you, Carol Cupcake. Air Pete 1. Sam Beck's in the house, love the quizzes. Ross Kennedy logged in on another device and ready to go. So was it actually, I think it might have been, wasn't it him we were waiting for last week? Daniel Hill, good day to you. Kay Duff, John Davies. I think it was, yes indeed, or he just got home or something like that. Yeah, okay. Okay, are we? I hope my sister managed to get in, because my sister Bridget called me as I was literally starting. So I hope you got in, Bridget. Let me just. Let's just play one more track. Okay. Hey! Nice upbeat track. 258 people in the last couple of minutes have joined. Nice ambient track coming up now. Les Tankard, Katie Sale. Oh, my partner called me the beluga when I was pregnant. We didn't open up like that though, did you, Katie? Julie Chaston. Lindsay Campbell. Oh, look! It's A320 front end. Karina Andrea. Good evening to you, Michael K. James Harvey. And congratulations, by the way, to you for your baby as well. Laura Ribbons, Nick McNair, David Mitchell. Good luck to everybody indeed. 264. Let's see if we can make the 300 mark. Give it a couple more minutes. TCC, this is like doing your A-level exam in aviation. I wouldn't know because I never took any A-levels. Karen Corcoran, Big Trains TV, you have 30 seconds to comply. Kay Duff, Ross Kennedy, looking forward to a bit of live action tomorrow as well. Lockdown is not so bad. Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be interesting for us to see how it goes, folks, because it's going to be the first time for us to be literally out there in the field, filming live aviation one more time. I've got some other stuff up our sleeve as well, folks. So up our sleeves, should I say? We'll just have to see how all those things pan out. Reaching out to people all over the UK, trying it in certain areas, airports. We're planning to do more PPE stuff as well. So as much stuff as we can probably possibly bring you. That's the one thing that we never did, folks. Never laid down the, just went right. That's it. We're going to do nothing for until we're back out of lockdown, which just can't do that. Not when you've got good people like yourselves relying on us, and we've managed to keep a great community together, and all remain happy over this period. So Kay Duff, here we go then. Jazzy John, Nick McNair. So when I read out the questions and you do the answer, just put the time it took you on the chat, and I'll just read out those ones. David Bone, the Mint Man, is in the house. Stephen Carter, good day to you. David Ovenden, loves the idea. There we go. What's that with Matt? Oh, I think us non-pilots should get a 200 points advance. Fantastic. Okay, GP, are we ready to rock and roll? Right, stand by. Just let me bring it up. So just to remind you guys and girls, last week, Lel Aviation was our winner. Planes for Life was in second place. Antonio, Thomas Ecker, Neil, GBYGF, and then Thomas. They were our. Let's just bring them up here. Okay, there we go. So now we are on to week 6 indeed. So we will be keeping track of this right the way through. But let's just see how all these guys do. Hope you're in the house. If you're not, then other people will have a good chance. Okay, Jilly, let me just check. We've got here. We are ready to rock and roll with question number. Oh, hold on, wait, hold it. I've got to get my theme tune thing set up, haven't I? Okay, remember this, folks. Okay, so that's our theme tune, which we will be running when I remember throughout the quiz. So good luck to everybody. Eyes down for a full house. And here we go. GP, let's have it. Question number 1. Thank God. Here we go. Question 1 of 30. What is the name of the Lancaster bomber based up at East Kirkby? What is the name of the Lancaster bomber based up at East Kirkby? Is it Vera Lynn, Just Jane, or Sally B? There's your 50 seconds remaining, folks. A lot of you folks will know this beautiful aircraft. We've done a show with her, we've had a walkthrough with her, they are 3 wonderful names relating to people, women, should I say? What is the last name of the Lancaster? What is the name? Last name? What is the name of the Lancaster bomber at East Kirkby? Of course, it is been completely rebuilt from a bomber that was, from the ground up, from a bomber that was once a Gate Guardian. So there it is, folks, and the answer is coming up now, and it is Just Jane. Of course it is. 74 people saying Vera Lynn, 162 people saying Sally B. Hopefully, if it's any more than 154, Jilly, in any future questions, I'm going to lose half the graphics. So 154 people getting it right. Indeed, it is Just Jane. Lancaster bomber, Just Jane. And of course, you can... that's one of the museums that we're going to be reaching out to hopefully get an update from them. We've done a fantastic show up there with them. It's a live museum, it's active, so you want to just look them up. It's the Lincolnshire Aviation Heritage Foundation, and they are run purely on donations, and of course it costs to ride taxi runs on the Lancaster, but it's definitely worth it, folks. It's definitely worth it. You get more inspiration from that than spending £300 in a lot of other places I can think of. But anyway, indeed it is Just Jane Lancaster bomber. Congratulations if you got that right. Ross Kennedy, nil point. Blimey. Surprising that. A lot of people didn't know it, and they knew, and they watched the show. They watched the show with us, and we ran it again. But there we go. We'll meet again. Okay, so here we go then. And of course, it's not Sally B. Of course, Sally B is the B-17 Flying Fortress that we've also shown recently. So, Jilly, here we go. Let's go for question number 2, please. Okay, here we go. What are the 2 vents seen here on this DC-8 used for? What are those vents used for, folks? Only found this out, actually, a couple of weeks back. The old plane that my dad used to fly. We love that, man. Look at that. beautiful old DC-8. Could be a 54, could be a 63, but we want to know, what are those two vents at the front of the aircraft used for? And here we go. Is it for cooling the pilot's feet, air conditioning, or for cooling the brakes? It's all about the question speed on this one, folks. You've got 50 seconds left. Yes, like I've said, that I don't know which airline that is. That could be Southwest or Southern before they changed to different airlines, because that's probably circa 1970, something like that. So it could be any of the, it could be Continental possibly, any of the old retro airlines. Either way, it's a beautiful old aircraft. Kate Harpley 5 seconds, Paul Skilling 4 seconds, Ross Kennedy 6.8, Harrison Fenton 3.55, Judy Chaston guessed it, Scott Tarpley 3.61. Hey, he's got it quicker than his missus, Dave Bisbee. Sam Beck 3, 2, 1, and it is. Indeed, you're correct. 5 people saying it's for cooling the pilot's feet, fair enough. 193 people getting it right that it is indeed for the air conditioning packs, I think they're called, the ice packs. And of course, 95 people correctly and rightly saying, not correctly saying, but understandably so, that it's for cooling the brakes. Of course, the brakes are air cooled themselves. They rely on the airflow, natural airflow, because they're exposed to the outside. They rely on the airflow to cool themselves, and that's why you sometimes see undercarriage quite late in being retracted, because they need to cool the brakes, or because the wheels are still spinning because the auto lock didn't work, or the system for stopping the wheels from spinning didn't work, so they have to wait till the wheels come to a stop. But that's taken away from that. The correct answer, of course, is the DC-8 had those two vents on the front to cool, for the air conditioning. So there we go. Congratulations if you got that right. It's all about the pizza question. Okay. Name. Here we go then, Jilly. Let's go to question number. There we go. Name this World War II aircraft, folks. That's what we want you to do. Is name this beautiful World War II aircraft. She's got her what looks to be like her waist gun. Okay, here we go. You've got 4 seconds. Okay, is it the Avro Lancaster, Boeing B-17, or the Handley Page Halifax? Avro Lancaster, Boeing B-17, or the Handley Page Halifax? Cool, Ross. Fair point that you thought that it might have been for the to cool the brakes once they were retracted. Good point, that. But there we go. Alcohol free, folks. 2.87 seconds, 2.3 seconds for Nick McNair, 2.9 seconds comfort zone for me. Tommy Ernst is in the house. G'day to you, Tom. Paul Skilling 4.7 seconds. Big Trains 3.2. Chris Playmad. So a lot of people are getting it. Wow, look at that. Lel Aviation 1.72 seconds. When you're able to look at something for a specific amount of time, and you know in your head what possibly the question is going to be, then it's easier. 171 people getting it right. Of course, it was the Boeing B-17. Of course, not a tremendous amount of people knowing that that Boeing were the manufacturer of the B-17. Yeah, indeed. So Boeing getting involved very early on in the war, and of course manufacturing other big bombers as well. Avro Lancaster, UK company, and Handley Page as well. Halifax, no, 61 and 63 respectively, of course, Handley Page are also manufacturing the Victor bomber as well, whereas Avro manufacturing the Vulcan as well. But Boeing B-17 manufacturing God knows how many thousands of those B-17s. Very brave boys. fighting in the daylight over the skies of Germany. So very, very brave indeed, and we will never forget how brave they were. So there we go. Okay, GP, we're ready for question number 4 when you are. What is the name given to the Boeing 787? What is the name given to the Boeing 787? Is it the Starliner, the Dreamliner, or the Airlifter? Which name is given to the Boeing 787? I guess you could call it the nickname, the working name, but indeed a lot of people are going to have got that. Wow, look at that. I tell you, Lel Aviation could be right in for it here. What is the name given to the Boeing 787? Is it a Starliner, the Dreamliner, or the Airlifter? Gareth Pigeon Harwood, 1.94 seconds. Caleb Weatherdews, 2.7. Emma Funnels, 2.76 seconds. Congratulations on question 4, that is. There we go. Yeah. Jane Alder giving a good thumbs up and good luck for everybody. Keith Cornell, 3.67 seconds. Dan, 1.1. You have 5 seconds remaining. I'm flying through the questions, Karen Corcoran saying. Time is up. Indeed it is. Of course, it is the Dreamliner. 285 people getting that bang on. So it's highly likely that we're going to have quite a tight leaderboard. And that is what we're going to do right now, isn't it, Gilly? Scott Tarpley, get in. Okay, after the next question. And the next question is from a good friend of ours, James Shepherd, training pilot with British Airways. And thank you, James. We appreciate your time and effort in supplying and in bringing in a question for us. And this is an interesting one, folks. Think about this. So here goes the question from James. So this is interesting, folks. You need to think about this. How are the titanium fan blades on the Trent 800 powered Boeing 787-8 formed into their aerofoil shapes? Are they forged? Are they moulded? Are they milled? Or are they inflated? How are the titanium fan blades on the Trent 800 powered Boeing 787-8 formed into their aerofoil shape? Is it forged, moulded, milled, or inflated? I always get the music wrong. But anyway, you've still got 30 seconds remaining, folks. Oh, Karen Corcoran, 2.46. James Harvey, 5.17. Might have caught a few people out there, but Scott coming in at 3.57 and Kay coming in at 3.73, and it's a total guess. Jazzy John, no bleeding idea. Nick McNair saying first one wrong. Storm Grain got no idea. This is something that I knew. I have to be honest with you, because I have looked into the manufacturing techniques of the blades. But here we go, and the correct answer is, look at that, moulded. 138 people saying that, 73 saying forged, 61 saying milled, and 24 saying inflated. And indeed it is, get this, folks, each blade is formed with 3 layers of titanium. You can actually, there are some videos online that you can check this out. So basically there's three layers of titanium, with the middle layer forming a Warren girder. And if you look at what a Warren girder is, there are bridge designs that are Warren girder design with the sort of like form like that, basically the up and down graph type style. Once heated to above 900 degrees centigrade, they're injected with argon gas and inflated to the correct shape. So basically it's a beautiful looking fan blade. Technology is incredible, but it is extremely light because of that Warren girder structure, which is expanded to a certain. All the tolerances are absolutely incredible in terms of making sure that their tolerances are within like micromillimeters, you know. But indeed, congratulations if you got that right. 24 of you getting it right, and I'm guessing that might be a couple of pilots or techie people who knew their stuff. Check it out online, folks. Rolls-Royce Trent Trent engines, basically, the fan blade. We're talking about the front main fan blade, folks. The one that you see visibly from the outside. So yeah, it'd be interesting to know, you know, in terms of strength and weaknesses, which, you know, how the carbon variant works against the titanium variant. But but Rolls-Royce are experimenting with the carbon option at the moment as well. So there we go, folks, and we are now going to go to the first leaderboard, and here we go. Cameron Knights, congratulations, he crept up from nowhere. Graham Wild, Ian Sharples, Barry and Jenny, well done. US Tommy, Alan Crossland, and Bulldog 617. Well done, Mikey. That's fantastic. Right, before we do this, Jenny, let me just quickly write these down, because I'm going to. Okay, Cameron Knights. Well done, folks. Ian Sharples, Barry and Jenny, US Tommy, Alan Crossland, and Bulldog. And thank you, Bulldog, for helping me out with information on what we're planning to do next week as well, mate. I really appreciate it. Can I scroll, Julie? Okay, folks, let's scroll it. Dan Air! Hey! Is that somebody who flew for Dan Air or once worked with Dan Air? Because my stepmom was actually was a stewardess with, or cabin crew with Dan Air. So congratulations. Blade 929, GB Matthew Mormon, Mike Frost, Davis Dorr, the Spellers, Keith Coventry is there, LHR, remember him from last week, Chris Pym is there, Facebook, Chris Pym, Mark Stanham, Gibson Airedale, RAF Chris, what's Odette? Oh, Gibson Airedale. Oh, so Gibson is Odette's dog's name. When can I fly again? Andy T, David Edwards, Jonathan. Congratulations to you. Keith Cornell is there in 21st place. Well done, Keith. He's come up very well from last time. 777X. Lord Fauntleroy, hey up me Doc is there again, was there last week. G-Mangy, Gas Tiger, Michael K, Gary McIntosh, Mars High there in 32nd place. Congratulations, Mark 747, Ashley and Katie, Andy and Donna, Ian Edwards, Big Joe, LFC, there he is, Gareth H, Tommy Ernst in 35th, Ian 558, Dale is back again in 41st place. Peter Stewell, Owen Merrick and John Dunoon, Clive, Hershey and Kathy, Alesh, Nick McNair, Donald Trump is in the house. Oh, it's really not the best way to do this quiz, is it? Phil Birmingham, good day to you. Paul Maskell is there in 51st. Emmy and Roulard, Emmy and Tony Roulard, of course, and Bengt, I think that might be Bengt Carlson, possibly. Okay, GP, well, congratulations if you are anywhere near the top. Congratulations just for getting there. Cameron Knights, of course. Let me just put an M in there. Graham Wild, Ian Sharples, is it Barry and Jenny? Let me just double check that because I've got the, sorry about that. Barry and Jenny, indeed it is. US Tommy, Alan Crossland and Bulldog 617 in the top 7 there. Okay, GP, I'm ready for the next question, which is going to be question number 6. Here we go, folks. Other than main deck side and belly loading, how else do they load freight into a cargo 747? Is it through the back, through the nose, or from the top? Other than main deck side and belly loading, how else do they load freight into a cargo 747? Is it in the back, through the nose, or from the top? Bear in mind also, folks, that not all 747s have nose load. I'll just answer the question. Anyway, they would have answered it anyway. No! I did that last week, didn't I? Shut up, shut up, shut up, I'm telling yous. Simon Webb saying, you guys are fast. James O'Brien, 3.4 seconds. Alaska Airlines, 6.7. Aviation Talks, 2.45. Scott is 3.61. Scott's really up for it this week. Les Tanker, Tommy Ernst, 1.75. Had to make some points. 2.95 for Ross Kennedy. Simon Webb, K, 2.76. Oh, what did, oh dear. Okay, well, there we go. Indeed, 280 people answering correctly that it is indeed through the nose. In the back, I can understand why somebody may have said that. From the top, again, maybe a little bit confused, but 280 people correctly answering the classic Freighter 747 nose loader, which we would have been yesterday. Mainly for long items, you know, for big, long, difficult to load items, but also when you've got half the aircraft already full and you need to shift stuff up in front of it. But anyway, congratulations if you got that right. Scott Tarpley, get in again. Okay, congratulations if you got that right, folks. Let's go for question number 7, GP. Okay, here we go. Remember the question from last week, folks. Here's another one like it. On the DC-10, where is the second engine mounted? Where is the second engine mounted on the DC-10? Matt Trulin says he answered that last one before it came up. Is it under the wing of the DC-10, under the wing, on the tail, or in the back? Where is the second engine mounted on the DC-10? Remember, we had a question like this on the TriStar last week. Lynn Keeble, Carl Aldred, 93 points on that last one. David Ovingdon thought that was a bit of a trick question indeed for the last one. Sorry about that, David. Julie Chaston just took a risk on the next question. Harvey, at the moment it's been every week, going to be put down to once a month. Air Pete 1 hesitated. Yeah, I can understand, man. But anyway, there it is. And of course the answer is bang, right down the middle. It is on the tail. Under the wing, 34 people saying, 39 people saying in the back. Of course, in the back, right in the back is where the TriStar, the L10LM TriStar engine was and is mounted. 232 people getting that right. Alaska Airlines, 77 points. Lee Russell, 95. Lots of people with around about the 90 point. But I've got all these, all the people on the leaderboard at the moment keeping very low key on the chat. They're just right into it. Eyes down. Okay, GP, congratulations if you got that right, by the way, folks. Indeed, it is on the tail, the second engine. Pratt & Whitney's or CF6's, one of the two, I think. But we're ready for question number 8, GP. Okay, here we go. Question 8 of 30. What was the top speed of Concorde? Hey, get ready for this one, folks. Bang! Here we go. Is it 1,240 miles an hour? Is it 1,317 miles an hour? Or is it 1,353 miles an hour? There's your kilometres an hour. But folks, so we've... Simon Webb. What is the top speed, or what was the top speed of Concorde? Emma Funnell not doing too bad. Lynn Keeble got that right. Alison Thornett unfortunately put the wrong answer. Simon Webb still carrying on with the rudder question. Thank you very much indeed. K 4.17. Donald Palmer, no clue on this one. It is a bit of a guess for some people, folks, because it's not something that you heard a lot of. It was more about the Mach and how many Mach it could fly at, rather than the actual true airspeed. Or is that ground speed? Top speed of Concorde? Yeah, that's a good question actually. Is that ground speed or is that airspeed? But anyway, there we go. And the question is, oh, look at that. 100 people getting it right on the nail. 139 people answering it incorrectly at 1353. Indeed, it was 1303. 1317. So congratulations if you got that right. Lots of people saying Darren Smith, Mach 2 plus a little. Air Pete 1, 91. Tommy Ernst, congratulations indeed. She flew at Mach 2, which is just incredible when you think about it, but not surprising when you go on board it because it is so small. Literally 4 abreast, and that's it. That's your lot, and even then it's a real tight squeeze. But okay, right, okay. So some people asking Alexa. Okay, well we'll have to look back at that. But anyway, congratulations if you got that. If you answered 1317 in miles per hour, or Wiki says 2179. Did we get that wrong? Round the wrong way? Did I get that round the wrong way? Let me just have a look here. Yeah. I'll have to have a look back at that, folks. That might be a little bit of a controversial one. Don't. Yeah, Make Klaus saying it is. Alaska saying, yeah, okay. Refund the points. How can we do that? We can't, can we? You know what? I think that might have been a question that was open because it was one of those. Let me just have a quick look here. Yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to hold my hands up on that one, folks. I think I might have boo-booed that one. So someone, I think, let's just have a think about this. So the people that answered it right or incorrectly, but answered the question correctly, there's nothing we can do about it. But I don't think it should affect. It shouldn't affect the leaderboard really all that much. That's just me saying that. Sorry about that. No. But anyway, okay, GP, quickly go to the next question. Okay, quickly, put the theme tune on, quickly. Question 930. Airbus aircraft components are assembled at Toulouse in France, but where are the wings manufactured and assembled? Is it Hamburg, Germany, Wales, UK, or is it Madrid in Spain? Airbus aircraft components are assembled at Toulouse, the actual aircraft, and all the components together are assembled at Toulouse in France. But where are the wings manufactured and assembled? And of course, I know they are assembled also in Hamburg in Germany. But where are the wings manufactured and assembled? Bit of a sort of like, one of those questions. But thank you, folks. Thank you. Joe Perkins says, most importantly, did Concorde ever have a pizza oven? Fantastic. Loving it. Thanks, folks. Thanks for understanding. Brilliant. But anyway, there we go. Airbus aircraft components are assembled at Toulouse, France. But where are the wings manufactured and assembled? Hamburg, Germany, Wales, UK, or Madrid in Spain? And the answer is... bang, right in the middle. 243 people getting that right. Of course, they are Hamburg in Germany and Madrid in Spain are Airbus facilities, but the wings themselves are manufactured and assembled and then shipped out with the Beluga out to France and also to Hamburg as well, because there are different aircraft that are sorry, Julie, I'm moving the mouse around, but there we go, folks. Yeah, sorry about that. But indeed, congratulations if you got that right. 243 people answering that correctly, and well done if you did. But there we go. Okay, next question, please, Jilly. This is another question from Virgin A330 First Officer James, and there he is. Thank you, James, for submitting the question. Really appreciate it. And indeed, together we will get through this. Wishing you all the very best, my friend. And thank you for all that you have done with us in the past. So here we go with the question. James asks the following. Trick question, not a trick question, but a question that not I didn't know this. What auto brake settings are available when landing an Airbus A330? Is it low, medium and max, low and medium, or medium and max? What auto brake settings, let's have some music. What auto brake settings are available when landing an Airbus A330? Rich Torb, is Richo in the house this week? Haven't looked out for him. If you're there, my friend, he'll know this one. Low, medium and max, low and medium, or medium and max? What auto brake settings are available when landing an Airbus A330? Airpeat 1, wow, what a question. Mark Appleby, not a clue. Bulldog, no idea. Nick McNair, hesitation. Les Tankard, Kevin Carter, Lel Aviation, okay, I don't know if it's a stupid question, but it's a decent one. Paul Skilling, 9-second guess. Emmy Roulard, Ghost Customs, but the question, the answer is just low and medium. 151 people getting it wrong that it's low, medium and max. I'm going to be honest with you folks, I wouldn't have known this one either, and it is literally a guessing game on this one, and you do know now, and it's educational, so you do know now that it's only low and medium. They don't have a maximum setting available for landing an Airbus A330, so something that we will all remember now. Maybe I'll just throw that one at you in about 6 months or something like that and see how you all do. But thank you so much to James, First Officer on Virgin's A330 fleet, and hopefully he'll be back flying in the skies again very soon indeed. So that Vince G, I'll check next time I land. Okay, so ready for question number 11, is it, Gilly? Oh, okay, hold on, wait. Justin Clark, we learn something new each day. Here we go, leaderboard. Let's just have a look at this. Let's throw this back to there. Hey, yes, look at this. Hold on a minute, let's just go down here. So that's round one. Ian Edwards. Okay, so Andy T, Barry and Jenny still there in 4th place. Dan Air is made his way up. Kay Topley, look at Kay. Hey, Gibson Airda and Odette, brilliant. So we've got Scott's in 8th, is he? Hold on it, Cameron. So Cameron is he's only dropped down 1 spot, hasn't he? Andy T, Barry and Jenny. Dan Air, good on you, mate, or young lady. Kay is there, and Gibson. Okay, so let's scroll down here a little bit more. Have I just pressed something there, Julie? Okay, Sam Beck. Hey, Sam's there. He's always been somewhere. So Scott is in equal 8th place. I'm in the ghetto in 10th. Mike Frost, Chris Pym, Gary McIntosh, Gareth H. Well done to you folks. Ian Sharples, the Spellers, RAF Chris, Ian 558, MKR, Alan Crossland, JB Neil, Tattersall. Of course, a lot of these names that we remember. US Tommy's dropped down a bit, hasn't he? Must have had a couple of dodgy questions. Alex Baxter. In fact, I tell you what is probably the resultant effect of that that Concord question, where you've answered it correctly. So my apologies to you folks, and hopefully you'll make it up in the upcoming round. So my apologies if the likes of US Tommy, who was right up there in 5th place in the first round. My apologies to you, my friend. Diesel 1313, Phil Birmingham, D Davis Dorr, Keith Coventry, Lel Aviation is there. I think Lel possibly again got mixed up with that Concord question. So my apologies to you for that. G-Man G, London Heathrow, and all the rest of you folks. Keep it coming, folks. Here we go. let's just have a little look. Let's just have a little scroll down, Julie. Can I just have a little scroll down just to see? Mark Ellams, Les Tankard is there. Lord Fauntleroy, 777X, Jonathan Keith Cornell in 38th place. Rene Shorty Cheese. Right, Shorty Cass, I think. Big Joel LFC is there in 40th place. Help me, Doc is there still. Graham Wild, KW. Graham Wild was in 2nd place in round 1. KW, John Dunoon, okay, I'm trying to scroll, Julie. I'm trying to scroll, I can't scroll. Have you got your mouse? No, you got. Oh, there we go. John Dunoon, Dan, When Can I Fly Again? David Edwards, Mark 747, Emmy and Tony Roulard, Andy and Donna, Tuni Kajo, isn't Tuni Kajo one of the pilots or from last week, Julie? Do you remember that? Yeah, I think he is. Andy Yu, Nick McNair. Well done to you. Paul Maskell, Dean Milner, Peter Sturl, Turbo, Bobbykins, Mr. Allen, Lost My 777, Ashley and Kate, and Blade 929 in 60th place. So well done, folks, for getting where you've got to. Let's just have a look at that. 815 points, plays 752. So 60 odd points, just one fast question in it by the looks of it at the moment. So congratulations if you're there or thereabouts. Let me just pause that. For some reason this has crashed on me. Let me just try. Oh, I love Facebook. Stand by, folks, stand by. There we go. Jane Alder, Matt Truland, Danny Collier, and everybody else. Julie Chaston, I do so enjoy this every week. Fantastic. So anyway, here we go then. Let's go for this is round 3, isn't it? This is a good question, folks. You'll like this one. I don't know how I came about this question, but I came about it. Okay, so enjoy it. Which airline were the first to introduce individual TVs with a choice of channels? Which airline were the first to introduce individual TVs with a choice of channels? Was it British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, or was it Swiss? Which airline were the first to introduce individual TVs with a choice of channels? British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, or Swiss? Wow, 2.01 for Owen, for Harrison. Owen Merrick guessing. I probably would have. I would have had to discuss it with myself on this, and by which time I would have been far too late. Well, hold on a minute. They did it, and then they all had it at some point, but who did it first? So I'll have to guess, like Tommy Ernst, 12-second guess. Tracy Hunt, 1.61. So it's but whether these are correct, we don't know. Emmy Roulard, Darren Smith, Nick McNair, Matthew Thomas, Nigel Warren. Time is up, and indeed it was Virgin Atlantic. Congratulations to 145 people getting it right. 78 people saying British Airways, and 68 people saying Swiss. I can understand why anyone would say either of those, to be perfectly honest with you, but 145 people getting it right, and congratulations for that. And someone saying, bet they didn't have Big Jet TV though, Chris Plain, Mad Web. Congratulations, Scott Topley, 95 points. Timmy Toothpicks. Oh, Timmy's late to the quiz. Unlucky, mate. Well, you might be able to make a last-ditch attempt and have a go. Emmy Roulard did, in fact, get it wrong, even though she did it in like 1.6 seconds. David Owenden, 12 seconds, and I was wrong. That was probably more like what I would have been, but congratulations to anybody who did indeed get it right. So there we go. Great question. And congratulations if you got it right. What was right? Okay, next question, Gilly. Question number 12, and this is another good one. A lot of people will get this one. A lot of people. What was the operational name given to the Lockheed SR-71? Swift, Blackbird, or Eagle? What was the operation name given to the Lockheed SR-71? Was it the Swift, the Blackbird, or the Eagle? Here we go. Michael K, BBC One and BBC One. Brilliant. Okay, Simon Webb. Oh, Theme tune, theme tune. Tommy Ernst, 1.74 seconds. More military questions, please. Paul Skilling, Scotty Tarpley, Big Trains TV, 1.14. Boom! 2.3 seconds for Miles High. I'd say there's a lot of people who are going to get this one right because it's quite. It rolls off the tongue. The Lockheed SR-71 is what we've all got to know it as over the years. David Ovenden saying 2.4 seconds. 3 seconds remaining. Here we go. And of course, it was the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird. An incredible aircraft, incredibly advanced for its days, for its time. I always remember seeing a show on the Blackbird, and the fact that like the Concorde expanded with friction during flight, and more so with the Blackbird, they had to put big massive catch trays underneath her to catch the fuel from the tanks, believe it or not, folks. Can you believe that they had to catch fuel from the tanks as it leaked whilst the aircraft was on the ground? So not sure how they dealt with that in later years, but it was incredible. Tony Hall, Andrew McClure, Ghost Customs, Jazzy John. I guessed this and thought I got it wrong, but he got it right. Julie Chasson, 56 points, but hey, I'll take it. Karen Corcoran, 36 points. Mark Appleby, this is great for learning. Bang, there you go. That's exactly what it's all about, Mark. It is indeed. Scott Tarpley, shucks. Scott, you didn't get that wrong, mate, did you? Come on, son. Darren Smith, when not flying the SR-71 used to leak fuel. There we go, Darren. That's what I was just describing there. Incredible aircraft, and one that you should look up if you get an opportunity. Must stick with my instinct. Chris Skipaloo. It's like when you were flipping coming on, Jilly. Chris Scapulu. Chris, I must stick with my instinct. Timmy Toothpicks. Congratulations to you guys. If you never dealt with its seals at Mach 3.2. Oh, okay. Owen Merrick saying they never dealt with it. It seals at Mach 3.2. That's incredible. So it's still leaking fuel at the point it's taking off. So all that's just incredible, man. Les Tankard, 94 points. Congratulations if you got that right, folks. Indeed, it was the SR-71 Blackbird. Question number 13, please. Jilly, lucky for some. Here we go. Where are the fuel tanks located on a modern airliner? Come on, folks, you'll get this one. Where are the fuel tanks located on a modern airliner? In the front, in the centre and the wings, or at the back behind the bulkhead? This is a question. This is a bang. This is all about speed on this one. Darren Smith saying the join in the tanks expanded in the heat of flight. Thank you so much for that information. Katie Sale, the X-Men plane indeed. Kate Topley, 2.99. Scott Topley, 2.96. Hello. 3 points short. 4 should have been faster. Blast it. Air Peak 1. Les Tankard. Caleb Weatherdew, 3.47s. James Proctor. Good evening to you, Dan. Gareth Pigeon Harwood, 2.86 seconds. You've got 20 seconds left, folks. Craig Whitmore's in the house, 3.12 for 13. Scott Tarpley picking up knowledge along the way. Indeed, that's what it's all about, folks, for all of us. 2.77 seconds for James O'Brien. 3, 2, 1. Indeed, of course, it's a pretty straightforward question. 288 people. 99.9% of people getting that correct. You know, it's interesting because when I actually when I prepared that question, I just used it in the wings. But of course, there is a centre tank, and there is also fuel tanks in the rear stabilisers of the A380. Unless you didn't know that, so they also have additional fuel tanks in the stabilisers of the A380. Whether or not they're ever actually used, I don't know. That's something that we'd have to ask the likes of Mr. Woolsworth. But indeed, they are generally centre and wings, the fuel tanks. Thank you, Julie. We are ready to go to the next question, which is question number 14. What is the common name given to the modern non-analog cockpit of an airliner? What is the common name given to the modern non-analog cockpit of an airliner? Is it electronic cockpit, glass cockpit, or controls cockpit? Paul Skilling, thanking God. Owen Merrick, fuel in stabilisers of the 747-400 too. Interesting, thank you very much, Owen, for that. Peter Stewart, 1.73 seconds. Wow, that was quick. MKR, 2.3. Chris Plain Mad Webb, 1.47 seconds. Emmy Roulard, Ross Kennedy, Sam Beck, Keith Cornell, 2.7 seconds for Keith. David Overton, 3 seconds. Lynn Keeble, 5.15. Ryan Russell, 96 points, I think, that he got on that one. So yeah, it's going to be a tight run thing. 3 seconds left, 1 second left. In fact, it is, of course, the glass cockpit. 71 people saying electronic, 33 people saying controls. Nick McNair, wording got me thinking. Yeah, well, there we go, folks. I mean, these are all questions. 90% of these questions are ones that I've come up with myself, with obviously using as much research as I possibly can. And again, my apologies for the bloody Concorde one. Dear. Well, okay, in fact, it is the glass cockpit, of course, folks, that superseded the analog cockpit, basically. I think they started utilising glass more so when they started putting weather radar into cockpits, which was just a screen either side, you know, just a Doppler radar weather system, but which is obviously inside the nose, not next to the pizza oven. And then, of course, things became much more advanced as manufacturers moved into the electronic age, and of course the glass cockpit. And now even touch screens. They did used to use, and still use, of course, a mouse with a big ball on it to move between screens. I think they still have to select a screen and then scroll to the next screen and then to the next screen. Whereas now Airbus have got a new system of being able to just touch the screen rather than rolling between the screens. But indeed, if you've got it right, congratulations, glass cockpit is what it is. And that is the 14th question. And now the 15th question, and this one it's a video question, folks, so get ready for it. This is from British Airways, Question 15 is from British Airways A350 Captain Scott Bateman, MBE. Oh, okay. Well, I've maybe got that wrong on my sheet here. So, what is the? Okay, we'll soon find out. Well, let's go to question 15 then, folks. Here we go. Oh, it is. It is a question from Scott Bateman, MBE's a captain on the A350, folks. And thanks again to Scott and all the other pilots for submitting questions. And we are ready. Scott, of course, also 747, fully qualified 747 skipper, flown the 747-400 and with British Airways, moved on to the A350. Of course, so that means moving from the stick to the side stick control. So that's great, and thank you so much again to Scott Bateman for submitting the question. You ready to go with the question, GP? And here we go, folks. Here's Scott, and he asks,
known as the A350-1000 XWB. But what does XWB stand for?
Is it playing now? Am I? Okay, everyone's seen it. There's your question. Okay. So here we go. Here is the question that Scott asked, and thank you, Scott, so much. The A350-1000 is known as the A350-1000 XWB. But what does XWB stand for? Extended wing balance, extra wing benefits, or extra wide body? And every time I look at this question now, I'm going to think of standing in the queue at Sainsbury's, because we were on the phone, Gilly and me, and we were basically trying to, we were like, okay, what other, how else are we going to question this answer? You know, give the, what other answers can we give on this one? Do you remember that? So it's number 24 seconds. The A350-1000 is known as the A350-1000 XWB. What does XWB stand for? Paul Skilling saying 12 seconds. Is it extended wing balance, extra wing benefits, or extra wide body? 9.9 because I refreshed my page. I'm confident it's correct. Craig Whitmore saying. David Ovenden 5.3. Matt Truland's still thinking. And there we go, folks. You got it. 232 people correctly answering that it is indeed the extra wide body. Extended wing balance, no. Extra wing benefits, no. But indeed, extra wide body, and we get a little explanation now from Scott now, folks. So just watch the video and he'll explain a little bit about the reason why it's got that designated XWB. Here we go.
A350-1000. And what does XWB mean? Well, actually it means extra wide body. The A350-1000 is one of the few aircraft that doesn't have a curved fuselage. It has flat-sided fuselage, which means it has an extra wide cabin, and hence the name extra wide body. Thanks for listening to my questions tonight. It's been really fun to ask some questions. If you want to find out more about me or more about my shenanigans with aviation, follow me on Twitter at Scotty Bateman or on Instagram at Jumbo747Pilot. Thanks very much, and I hope you enjoy your quiz.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Okay, so I was just watching Scotty on the pip there. Well done, congratulations if you got that right, folks. Interesting, isn't it? That the A350 has more of a squared off fuselage as opposed to the total oval shape that you get with, or the rounded shape that you get with the other aircraft. So something I never knew. I'll be honest with you. I was just under the impression that it was just an extra wide-bodied aircraft, but it is incredible that we'll have to have a close look at that next time, folks, won't we, when we're watching the A350, to see what, because it must be right at the sides where the main cabin is, and then above the overhead compartments. That's when it must start to obviously become more cylindrical. But great stuff there, and thanks again, Scott. Really appreciate your time and effort for putting that together, because obviously that took time and effort, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Scott Bateman, MBE. Okay, we've done that one, and Jilly's just breathed a massive sigh of relief, I'd imagine, that all worked out okay, unlike last week, if you remember. Are we on to, we're on to the leaderboard now, aren't we, Jilly? Are we on to the leaderboard? Okay, and we're going toilet and loo break after this one. So Cameron Knights, here we go, look, is up there, he's gone back to the top as well. Look, wow, how about that? Well done, Cameron. Barry and Jenny are there. Let's just put, hold on a minute, let me just put Barry and Jenny down there in second place. The Spellers, congratulations to the Spellers. I need to write that one in there because that's new on the block with the Spellers. Gary McIntosh, congratulations to you. RAF Chris, well done. Ian Edwards, congratulations Ian. I'm just looking up here, and JB is there. That's not JB, is it? You reckon that might be Johnny Boy? Andy T. Congratulations, Andy T. Alan Crossland, Dan Air, Kato, please, in 11th. G-Man G, Lord Fauntleroy, Sam Beck creeping up there, 13th place. Scott, come on, son, you can't go 2 weeks on the drop, mate. LHR, Jonathan is there in 17th place. Mike Frost, Keith Cornell back up to 19th place. Congratulations, Keith. Ian Sharples, Tuni Kajo, congratulations to you, doing better this week. John Danoon, David Edwards, congratulations to you. Peter Stool, Paul Maskell, Scott Feltham, not from Feltham, but he's definitely up there in 26th place. Turbo, Neil Tattersall, Ashley and Katie, Phil Birmingham, Blade 929, D, Alex Baxter, Davis Dorr, US Tommy, wow, US Tommy down in 35th. What happened, US Tommy? Somebody come to the door? Did you get an Amazon delivery or something? Lel Aviation, he was up there as well, wasn't he? I seem to remember right at the front end. Henry Lidster, sorry, William Waters, Diesel 13's there. Oh, what happened to Odette? What happened to Odette? She was there in 7th place. Something must have gone wrong. Corey Rounsfeld. Of course, some people refreshing their phones or something like that just as it's happening. Keith Coventry, Henk Buissink, tuning in from Holland, and Big Joe is in the house, finally getting up there in 43rd place. 777X, Les Tanker, Graham Wild, Vince G, Big Joe, LFC, and Chris Pym bringing up the top 50. Congratulations to all of you folks. But Cameron Knights, Barry and Jenny, The Spellers, Gary McIntosh, RAF Chris, Ian Edwards, and JB. JB is there. Fair play to the fella if that is JB, McJB. Let's have a little, shall we have a little break for everybody? Are you all right with that? Let's just let's have a little 5-minute break. See what we can bring in here, and let's see. Okay, there we go. Comfort break, folks. Oh, Les Tanker dropped back to 46th. Odette, yes, something went wrong. I don't know the right answers. Hey, there we go. Jazzy John, Stevie Luscombe. Matt Truland dropped to 2nd, but again, not on Jerry's screen. Interesting. Stevie Luscombe. G6, giving a shout out to a few people. Congratulations, folks. Scott is going to suffer, I think, on this one. Needs to get it back there, son. Needs to get it back there. KPH, yeah, oh yeah, all on KPH, yeah. Cameron Knight saying it won't last. I'm in 162nd place, Karen Corcoran saying. But it's fine, it's all about taking past Timmy Toothpicks. 288, I was first 9 questions. There we go, Timmy Toothpicks. What a great shame, mate. We can have a little roll through the whilst this is playing out. Let's head down to radar. Matthew Thomas. Are they seeing me scroll through this, GP? Nick McNair, Matt Watts, Autism Emily and Tony Roulard, MKR is there. Young Joe, Gareth H, N558, KW, Mr. Alan Mark 747, Lost My 777. Oh, is it Jackie B? Okay, it's Jackie B. Congratulations, Jackie. Neil is there in 66th place. He was right up there. Neil actually won a T-shirt, didn't he? LSA EGTK Scott Cowell, Andy U. Why not? Andy Adonna, George 46, Mark Stanham, Scooby. Oh, Raggy. Jet2 EGCC, Ruckford, the Ruckford Files. He was here last week. Antonio was here last week as well. Did really well, I seem to remember. Mark Ellams, Dean Milner, Harrison Fenson in 79, Big Malk, Alesh, Owen Merrick, Alistair Day, T-Siders, D. Roundsfeld. Winner gets a T-shirt, folks, by the way. Anybody asking? Top 3, winner gets a T-shirt from the top range. Top second and third get the No Frills T-shirts, which I'll be honest with you, is just as good. D. Roundsfeld, Baines Plains, Sneaky Scoobies, Michael K, Kevin Aldis, Matty Tate, Frost is there. I'm in the Ghetto, Gaz Mitchell, Big Trains TV, Banked. John Garrett, GCRR, Yawn Morton, Matt Lewis, Epic One, Welsh Wings is there. When can I fly again? He's right on the 100 mark. Russell Sprout is there. Hey, Russell Sprout. Dan, Steve G. Bingley, Easy Sunday afternoon. Dale is there. Nigel, Eric, Easy Sam, Alistair, Chicken 65, Andy Story, Ronald Farrelly, Charles in Texas. So there you go, folks. Back 21. Congratulations. Spencer Blackhurst is there. Congratulations, Stephen Billings. Wow, Stephen was up there quite high earlier on, I seem to remember. Matt Roundsfeld, Scouse Mouse 82, Bram, Lockett Hershey, Make TCC. Wow, so many of you folks. Okay, GP, scroll it back to the top and let's get on with the second half of the Big Jet TV Aviation Quiz, Week 6. Question number 16, ready for you. Second, okay. Cool. Question 16 of 30, folks. This is, here we go. What is the other name given to the sharklet wingtip? Okay, I did make sure I did my research on this one, folks. Is it blended, classic, or raked? What is the other name given to the sharklet winglet? Is it blended, classic, or raked? I have to think about this one. Alison Thornett, Lynn Keeble, Timmy Toothpicks, Jazzy John, Kate Harpley, Sam Beck, Karen Corcoran, Michael K, Judy Chaston, Scott Tarpley, 3.33, Donald Palmer. Congratulations, folks, if you think you got it right. But I did my research, as I always do. Of course, I got the right question, the right answer for the Concord one, but I didn't put the right one in the right place. Ah, never mind. Look at that, 142 people knowing their stuff, 142 people saying indeed it is the blended wingtip. so basically blends straight in from the it is a bolt-on assembly, but it is a beautifully manufactured piece of engineering. 89 people saying the raked wingtip, and 40 people saying the classic wingtip. Indeed, it is the blended wingtip. In Les Tankard pressed the wrong one. Wayne Rock, can't afford to do that at this stage of the game, the old son. I should know these. Paul Skilling saying Karen Corcoran, Vince G, Stevie Luscombe, Nick McNair. Congratulations if you got that right. Christopher Mahone saying late again. Missed the start, Christopher. Don't! Timer on your phone next time, my old son. But good to see you here anyway, even if you are late to the party. Congratulations if you got that right. Indeed, the shark clip has another name, and it is called the blended wingtip. 142 people correctly answering that. Gilly, let's go for question number 17, please. Okay, more points. The NATO phonetic alphabet. What is the letter Z or Z in the NATO phonetic alphabet? What is the letter Z or Z? Is it Zantek, Zulu, or Zanzibar? NATO phonetic alphabet. So you've got X-ray, Yankee, and that is basically, there we go. Peter Stool 1.54, K-Tar Plea 2.9, Emmy Roulard 174, Les Tankard 191, Sam Beck 173, Dan 1.6, or close, Scott Cowell 213, Scott Tarpley 263. It's not good enough, Scott. You got to go faster, mate. Alison Baker, you've got to put a mirror behind Kay or something like that so you can see which runs. Karina, yeah, Kay, just sit over there. That's it, right there you go. Just angle the mirror in a little bit more. Alison Baker, Ali B is in there at 2.96. Karina Andrea 1.9. Time is up indeed. Of course, it is Zulu, folks. X-ray Yankee Zulu, and has been that. For a long, long time. NATO phonetic alphabet. Good one to learn, folks. And it's something that you can learn. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, and all that sort of stuff. It is something that you can learn. And congratulations if you got that correct. Lynn Keeble, 3.9. Carl Aldred, 3.3. Caleb, wrong again. Okay, but never mind, it's all about the taking part. Like Karen Corcoran has just said, this is fun. There we go. Michael Kane, Stephen Luscombe. Okay, Gilly, nearly said Philly there. Gilly, here we go. Picture question, folks, coming up. Get ready for this one. We want to know, what aircraft is this? What aircraft is this? This is taken from our videos, by the way, folks. And the question we want to know is, name that aircraft. Here we go. Bang. 340-200, 340-300, or 340-500. The knowledgeable ones in terms of the airlines and which aircraft they operate will know this one, but I got it in 10 nanoseconds. G6 saying, one of my favourite aircraft. Sam Beck saying, Alaska 315, K 2.2, Air Pete 2.1, Sam Beck 262, Tommy Ernst 164, because he knows his airlines and aircraft. Scott Tarpley 381, Mark Appleby, sheer guess, Jazzy John 30, Jazzy John, sorry, what was that? Tricky question, yes indeed. It is a difficult one, because especially from the angle that you're looking at, but very if you're watching the shows you'll remember, but long time ago that came in. Of course it was the A340-300, folks. Air Mauritius only operating 340-300s from what I know. Very rare to see the 200, and of course the 500 adds the bigger engines on it, and I think also the four-wheeled undercarriage in the belly, as opposed to the two-wheel undercarriage in the 200 and 300. Something that I learnt from Tommy Ernst on that one. But there we go, correctly answering the A340 300, 170, 707 Sailor Mike saying fair play. Hey, or DC8, but there we go. Congratulations if you got that right. Let's go for question number 19, please, GP. It's another one, folks. Name this aircraft. Christopher Mahone went against his better judgment. And there it is, folks. I'm sorry to all you haters, by the way, that you can't give any thumbs down. We sorted you out this week, didn't we, eh? Go on, sling your can't give a thumbs down. I'm hiding behind my keyboard. I don't know what to do. Name this aircraft, folks. Look at your phone and name the aircraft. It is indeed either an A220, A320neo, or the E2 E-Jet. Which aircraft is that? The A220, the A320neo, or the E2 E-Jet? Yeah. Well, Sam, yeah, you're right, mate. You're right. You're absolutely bang on right there, my old Sam. But it isn't Sailor Mike, yeah. Lel Aviation 174. Leon Neeb 2.64. Lean Keeble is learning from Matt. Gareth Pigeon Harwood got it wrong. You've got 20 seconds remaining, folks. Paul Skilling saying he got it in 4 seconds. Aviation Talk having a laugh. Kay Tarpley 4.76. Oh dear. Okay, so Kay, let's just see whether was that an opportunity there for okay, here we go, folks. Time is up. Indeed it is. Look at that. It's the E2 E-Jet, and of course it's the airline, of course, that kind of gives it away. If you know your E2 E-Jet, not a lot of them around, and Wilderoo being the first operator of the E2 E-Jet. Only just coming on stream with the Swiss operator. There we go. 105 people saying the A220, 40 people saying the A320 Neo. Looks very similar to the A220, it has to be said. I've flown on the demonstrator aircraft as well. So yeah, trick question. Well, not a trick question, Michael K. More a sort of like, you know, one of those ones where you have to really have a look at it. And of course the airline as well. If you know your stuff, and of course not everybody does, and understandably so. But there we go. Matt Trulin saying it was a 220. Okay, so never heard of them, Mark Appleby saying. But there we go, folks. Congratulations. There is when you put the two aircraft together, there is definitely individual similarities, you know. But also there are things that, if you look at the front end of an A220, it is very is dissimilar to the E2 E-Jet. Engines are indeed the same, and from memory, I think that the winglets are different as well on the Embraer compared. But anyway, congratulations if you got that right. 127 people getting it right. Okay, GP, on to the next question, please. And this is another question. This time from our good friend Captain Dave Walsworth, British Airways A380 captain, and of course very, very popular on Twitter as well. Make sure you follow him. And Dave giving us another fantastic question, a bit of a tricky one, so be aware of this one, folks, before you go diving in there. Here we go. Question 20 of 30. Which exact model of jet engine is fitted to the British Airways A380 fleet? Is it the Trent 972-84, the 970B-84, or the GP7200? The GP7200. Trent 972-84, Trent 970 70B84 or the GP7200, which exact model of jet engine is fitted to the British Airways A380 fleet? And of course there are different variants of the Trent 9, which I always say when we're live that these are the Trent 9s on the British Airways, but the actual model itself, AP110, ridiculous. There we go, Katie Sale saying I've even heard Jerry speak on the engine, but not the exact variant, or model, should I say. Here we go, and you're going to find out right now, folks. In fact, it is the 970B-84. Slightly more powerful engines of that variant. So 163 people answering correctly. 82 people saying the 972-84. 17 saying the GP7200. GP7200 is the engine that is included on the Emirates, as well as I think the other carriers as well. But I know that Emirates run both the Trent engines and also the GP7200s. But congratulations if you got that right, and thank you once again to Captain Dave Woolsworth for a fantastic question. Really enjoyed that one. Thank you so much. Another question coming up. This one is going to be from a grab that we've taken. Oh, no, blimey. We're cutting through it tonight. There we go. Okay, next leaderboard, folks. Oh, look at this. RAF Chris. We did that whole one without any music. How about that? RAF Chris, well done. Congratulations. He's back up. Well, he's not back up to, but he is in first. Lord Fauntleroy. Wow. Little Lord Fauntleroy. Fauntleroy. Jonathan is there. He was sort of top 10, I think. And the Spellers are there. Well done. The Spellers are still there. Dropped just one place. Scotty Feltham, well done, mate. He's up there in 5th place. Gary McIntosh. And Cameron Knights, he's come down from right up there. So Cameron Knights had a bit of a bad round on that one, but congratulations, still up there in the top 7. Okay, going to scroll, Jilly. Okay, trying to get my. Okay, there we go. Dan Eyre is still there. He's dropped a little bit, but oh, darn it! I didn't do anything. Okay, well I just went to, I might have scrolled down a little bit further. Lel Aviation, he's there, and he's always been up there in the top 20. Sam Beck, Scott Tarpley in 11th place. Scotty in 11th place. William Waters 04. I think this might be the first time that Scott's been ahead of Kay. I don't know. William Waters, Alex Baxter, Henk Busig. Oh wow, Scott, you got a little bit of a cushion there, my old son. Me Ducks up into 15th place. Well done. John Danoon, let's have place. John Danoon. Keith Cornell in 17th place. Well done. LHR, Ian Edwards, JB, Harrison Fensom, Young Joe, Henry Lidster, come up from nowhere. Neil Tattersall, G-Man G, Alan Crossland. Well done to all of you folks, Barry and Jenny, Big Joe, Alesh, Mike Frost, Diesel 1-3, Tini Kajo there in 32nd place, MKR, Andy and Donna, Matt Lewis, 777X, Ashley and Katie, Nick McNair, Lee D. Rounsfell, good day to you, Jorn Morton, well done, Chris Pym, Facebook Man, Matthew Watts, Graham Wild, Ian Sharples, Vince G, Antonia, Peter Stuhl, Mr. Allen, Andy T, Turbo, and bringing up the top 50, Davis Dorr, Neil, George 46, Eric D, T-Size, and Katar Plea with Bulldog 617. Wasn't he doing really well? He was in the top 7. He was 7th place after the first round. He needs more of the. I think poor old Bulldog needs a military round, doesn't he? And Stephen Billings, we need to do a Big Jet TV military show maybe. But there we are. Congratulations, REF Krish, and I mean emotion Shelley, folks. Lord Fauntleroy, Jonathan, the Spellers, Scott Felton, Gary McIntosh, and Cameron Knight. Okay, we're going for the next question, and a lot of people got a sneak peek at the next one, so they know exactly what it is. So it's all going to be about the timing, isn't it, for this one? Okay, Jilly, let's go for the next question, which is question number 21, I think it is, isn't it? Name this aircraft, folks. Like that. Oh. Don't. Okay, that was a bug. Sorry, folks. Carol, you will get to see the the Freeview segment, first class and super class for the main show. I hope that works for you, Carol. Cupcake. Name that aircraft, folks. A lot of people are going to get this one, of course. Sam Beck, beautiful aircraft indeed she is. Odette saying the Midlands Massive is depending on you now. Are the Midlands going to win tonight? Matt Trulin dropped his phone. Gareth Pigeon saying 3.3, too slow to get this one. Wow. Okay, indeed. Is it an A380, A346 or a 747 8i? Dash 8 Intercontinental, of course. And of course it is the 747. 14 people saying 380. We kind of went across. We went over this with the aircraft recognition during the lockdown, and something that we would have looked at in terms of, and understandably, it can be mistaken, definitely, at some distance on the way out. But 251 people correctly answering. Of course, it is Korean Airlines 747 8i. And well done if you got that right. Okay, GP, on to the next one. This is something that we've done on aircraft recognition, and something that I learnt from one of our viewers, it has to be said. And the question is, how many exit doors are there on a Boeing 777-300? Is it 4, 5 or 6? How many exit doors are there on a Boeing 777-300? 4, 5 or 6? Simon Webb 2.68, Carol Cupcake woohoo, Kate Topley 1.53, Nick McNair 1.83 seconds. I think I might have lost you, Jilly. Have I lost you? Not saying anything. The Wasp again, David Bisbee, Jazzy John, Air Pete 1, Stephen Luscombe. Not 748, definitely. Darren Smith, trick question, both sides or one? Oh, on each side. Yeah. How many exit doors are? Yeah, good question. That. I mean, obviously there are. Yeah. But if it was a 200, it would be more than what the answers are either side. My apologies for that one, Darren Smith. Not supposed to be a trick question. And indeed, the right answer is 5. There are 5 doors on a 777-300. Yeah, indeed. 163 people saying 6. That's interesting. I definitely got that right, didn't I? Always makes me wonder when I see it, that many people answering the wrong question, answering it incorrectly. 72 people. There are indeed 5 doors on the 777-300, 4 doors on the 777-200, and I think I can't remember who I got that. Michael K only did one side, but of course there would, even if it was 4 doors, it would be 8. you know, and so it'd be a much higher number if it was both sides. So apologies if you for the confusion on that one, folks, but it is obviously yeah, either side, each side how many exit doors. So yeah. My apologies for that. Sorry about that. But yes, indeed, there are 5 doors. So that might have upset the apple cart a little bit in terms of the leaderboard. So ready to go to the next question then, Julie. Here we go, folks. This is another good one as well. Another one that we've talked about before. Question 23 of 30. What is the animal featured on the Qatar livery? What is the animal featured on the Qatar livery, both on the tail and also on the engine cowls? The Kudo, Nyala, or the Oryx? What is the animal featured on the Qatar livery? Is it the Kudo, Nyala, or the Oryx? 2.4 seconds for Kate. 2.6 seconds for Judy Chaston. Matt Truland saying he's got it wrong. Don't worry about it, mate. David Ovenden, educated guess. Leon Neebs, say about that. Nick McNair, easy peasy. Lel Aviation, 1.74. I know this. Sam Beck, 3.95. Show me his 777-300 with 6 doors at the side. I'd like to see that. Is that so? But anyway, the Oryx is indeed. It's a type. It's a type of antelope, basically. The Oryx, Nyala and Kudu, much the same looking animal, but the Oryx is the one that features on the side. Because it's native to that land, I think, indeed, on the Qatar livery. Congratulations if you got that one. Right, okay, question number 24, Julie. This is another good one. Question 24 of 30. What does the abbreviation ACAS mean in aviation? What does the abbreviation ACAS mean in aviation? Is it Aircraft Collision Avoidance System, Airborne Collision Avoidance System, or Airborne Collision Aviation System? What does ACAS mean in aviation? Aircraft Collision Avoidance System, Airborne Collision Avoidance System, or Airborne Collision Aviation System? So this is Kate Arpley 2.12, Ryan Russell 2.6, Harrison Fenton 2.25, Scott 4.7, Karen Corcoran 6.6, Brit in BC, Tommy Ernst, beautiful animals indeed, Simon Webb 10.8, Air Pete 1, wow, that's a good one, loving that, thank you. Lel Aviation 3.38, Paul Skilling, bit slow again, G6. Come on, Stevie Luscombe, you're spoiling things. Jazzy John, Nick McNair, and there we go. 3, 2, 1, and time is up. Indeed, it is airborne. No, is it airborne? Okay, because yeah, I had to double think that one. In fact, it is highlighted on there as well. So Air Pete 1 nailed it. He says he nailed it. Congratulations. Sam Beck getting 90 points there. Mark Appleby, Kate Arpley 96 points. Lel Aviation 94. Alaska 81 points. Nick McNair, Scott Tarpley, Aviation Talk. Oh man! Peter Stuhl got it wrong. Paul Skilling, damn. Karen Corcoran, Katie Sale. Third one wrong in a row. I need hell. Judy Chaston, Sailor Mike, and Jazzy John, Karen Corcoran, and Owen Merrick. Yeah, Sailor Mike 777 has 4 large exits with a smaller exit over the wing, so that makes 5 exits. I guess that is what it adds up to. 180 people saying aircraft collision avoidance system. Of course, it is airborne collision avoidance system, which is quite interesting. That is another one that may well have thrown the cat amongst the pigeons. So Jilly, we're on the last stretch here, folks, and coming around the corner. It's question 25, and this is from our good friend James Edgington, who was on the feed earlier on. He's a British Airways 777, 200 and 300 first officer. He's had a bit of a demotion this week as from captain last week, which I gave him, but he is indeed a first officer with British Airways, seen here on a repatriation and cargo flight with British Airways. Thank you so much. And his question is a good one. It might be a guess for a lot of people. In kilograms, what is the maximum fuel capacity of a Boeing 777-300ER? 146,500 kilos, 145,500 kilos, or 142,500 kilos. It is going to be a guess for the majority of people here. I'd imagine it certainly would be a guess for me. And let's have a little bit of feed tune. Air Pete 1, he rolled the dice on that one. 2 seconds for Sam Beck, Alaska Airlines, Karen Corcoran, Scott Tarpley, 1.63 seconds. But did you get it right, Scotty? Mark Appleby, no idea whatsoever. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, my friend, neither would I have. And a lot of people are rolling the dice, literally like they say on this one. Alexa doesn't know, Nick McNair saying, ha! That's Alexa's like, I don't flip it. No, what are you asking me that for? But anyway, here we go. And the answer is, folks, 145,500 kilos. That's pretty impressive. I think 1,000 kilos to the ton, so I think that's 145 tons of fuel, folks. That's incredible, fully loaded, right up to the gunnels with fuel. 163 people getting it right, 56 people saying 146, 39 people saying 142. Aviation Talk, yay! And Chris getting it right. Chris Skepaloo getting it right. David Bisbee guessed it right. 1.4 seconds and correct. Craig Whitmore. I got 97 points from a guess. Lel Aviation saying 7. Sam Beck's 96 points and he guessed. Congratulations, folks. This could be quite interesting as we run up towards the end of the round and the end of the quiz. Next question, please, Jilly. This is a aircraft. Oh no, sorry, penultimate. This is the penultimate leaderboard, folks. Here we go. Well, Lel Aviation, here we go. Let me just see. Let me just hold on a minute. Let me run this one back here. So wow, Lel Aviation. He's been there or thereabouts, hasn't he? RAF Chris has been there or thereabouts as well. Harrison, well done. Scotty Feltham. Yeah. Dan Air is there as well. Well done, Dan Air. Sam Beck. And look at this. Scott Tarpley has made it into the top 7. Well done, Scott. Let's just scroll back down and see William Waters. Where have you come from, my friend? Well done, congratulations. Jonathan, the Spellers, Ian Edwards, Lord Fauntleroy. He was right up there. He was second position in the previous round. RAF Chris has dropped just 1 position to Lel Aviation in this round. Gary McIntosh, Henry Lidster. Congratulations, 14th place. Bulldog 617 back up there again in 15th place. Stephen Billings, Big Joe is there. Big Bad Joe. Hank Busick, Holland. Alex Baxter, Alan Crossman, Nick McNair, 777X. Hey, up me dog. Congratulations, JB, Cameron Knights, Young Joe, Kate Harpley in 27th place. It could all change. Neil Tassel, Jorn Morton, T-Siders, Eric G, G-Man G, Barry and Jenny, MKR, Keith Cornell, still up there, Keith, well done. Alesh, George 46, Diesel 13, LHR, Peter Stuhl, John Danoon, he's so sad, is John Danoon, he's got a little tear coming out of his eye. Phil Birmingham, Matt Lewis, Andy and Donna, Antonio, Spencer Blackhurst, Mike Frost, sorry, I'm in the ghetto. Matthew Watts, Big Malk 1, Emmy and Tony Roulard in Sharples, Autism Emily, Owen Merrick, Turbo, Tunikajo is in 57th place, Mr. Allen, LSA and Andy T. So here we go then, eyes down folks, the last few questions coming up right now on Big Jet TV's Big Aviation Quiz. Ready for that next one? Name this aircraft, folks. Name this aircraft. You're going to get a lot of people getting this right, and congratulations already to those who are like, yes, yes. But I think, to be honest with you, potentially the airline should really give it away, but we give it away now. Karen Corcoran is slipping. Is it an A330, a Boeing 767 or Boeing 777? Which Airbus? And this aircraft, folks, this is taken from Storm Kira, believe it or not. Just before she did a massive go around, big, smoky exhaust go around right over the tree. It was just fantastic, man. Shame I can't find that, just bring it up all of a sudden, innit? If I click on that, it's going to come up in this page. Okay, right. Let's just see if we can get 7 seconds. Oh, no videos. Okay, so yeah, that's a shame. Okay, time is up, folks. Yes, indeed, is it 137 people getting it right? It was a Boeing 777 with United Star Alliance. She did a massive go around, big smoky go around. You can find that in the library of Big Jet TV. 66 people saying a Boeing 767, 52 people saying an Airbus A330. So congratulations if you got that right. And here we go with question number 27, folks. Stephen, can you stop putting the answers on the chat, please, folks? Anybody putting the questions on the answers on the questions on the chat, please, please don't do that until it's way over and we've answered it all. So, Jelly, we are ready for the next question, please. Number 27. Here we go. Craig Whitmore, tell by the cockpit windows on that 777. Right, okay, interesting. Is an aircraft more responsive in a headwind or a tailwind? It's quite simple, folks. Is an aircraft more responsive in a headwind or a tailwind? You tell me. Leon Neve. Yeah, I said. Stephen Luscombe, it's fine, my friend. Just don't put the answers in the chat until, of course, afterwards. Air Pete 1. Don't forget, folks, that an aircraft can operate in both a tailwind and a headwind, but it is at its most efficient when it is in what? Did I just answer the question there? I think I did. Tony McCall saying I was sure the engines were too far forward for a 777. So there we go, caught you out, even one with one of our own screen grabs. So Craig Whitmore says it's going to be a top 5 winner. 2-1. Here we go. Of course, it's far more responsive in a headwind because if you put your any wind coming towards it, it's going to make the flying surfaces far more effective than if it's blowing it. Of course, you get once once you're up at cruising altitude and the aircraft's getting blown along in a tailwind, then obviously that's why you get quite a lot of clear air turbulence up at high altitudes, because of the fact that you've got tailwinds, you've got headwinds, you've got crosswinds and all that sort of stuff going on. But obviously if you look at the SOC at an airport, you'll see whichever direction the SOC is blowing in is the direction that the aircraft, so if the SOC's blowing that way, the aircraft will be flying into it basically, because they are more responsive in a headwind. So there we go. Congratulations if you got that right. Not many more to go now. Here we go. There's another question coming up, not going to be an easy one for a lot of people. Name this international airport, folks. Name this international airport. You're going to get your options coming up in a few moments. Here we go. Which aircraft, which international airport is it? Kuala Lumpur, Taiwan or Beijing? Kuala Lumpur, Taiwan or Beijing, folks? Which international airport is that? Jazzy John saying amazing quick picture question, thank you. Mark Appleby, no idea. Scott Tarpley, 2.84. This was a complete guess coming from Harvey Simpson. Michael K, hard one. Pure guess for Emmy Roulard. Dave Ovenden, 50-50 guess. Lynn Keeble, Matt Truland, James Webb, it's a guess. Dan, I thought it was Shanghai. Nick McNair saying you got 10 seconds. Paul Skilling, guess this one I know, UK. Craig Whitmore, Mark Appleby, Ghost Customs, here we go. Indeed it is Kuala Lumpur, or Kuala Lumpur, as it's pronounced correctly, I think. 54 people saying Taiwan, 74 people saying Beijing. It is indeed correct as being 124. But I wouldn't have known that one, folks, either. I would have had no idea at all. But obviously, when I'm researching it, I've got to find quite a tricky one. But a lot of people know their airports, and 124 people indeed did know their airports. But how many of the top 7 knew it is the big question. Okay, GP, let's go for the next question, please. Look at this image, folks. And what is this device used for? No answers on the chat, please, folks. What is this device used for, ladies and gents? London City. Question 29 of 30. Here we go. What is the image, the device used for? Is it weather, refueling, or catching giant spiders? I'm sure a lot of people are going to know this. It's either one of the two, isn't it? I mean, the last one's just a bit of a funny one, really. Picking Hill, Nigel Warren. Tommy Ernst says, a good one, I had to look twice. Whether it was a... yeah, I'm guessing, yeah, but certain things give it away. Paul Skinning, 11-second guess, wow. K Duff, flower arranging. Wayne Rock, Ghost Customs, 2.31, Britain BC, badminton. Yeah, it's a giant shuttlecock, fantastic. Scott Cowell, Paul Hodgson, he says he knows it. Ross Kennedy, that's the Hoover to prevent bird strikes, brilliant. So there we go, folks. Indeed, it is refueling. No one's saying giant spiders, blimey. But no, congratulations, folks. So many people obviously knowing that, and we've seen them. They actually come out of different areas. Like I think the one that we saw landing in Toulouse had it coming out of where normally would be the APU. But yes, indeed, congratulations if you got that right, which it seems most people did. We are now, folks, on to the final question. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, GP, ready when you are. Final question, folks. Okay, there it is. Which character appears as the special Star Wars livery on the ANA series Dreamliner? Which character appears as the special Star Wars livery on the ANA series Dreamliner? Darth Vader, C-3PO, R2-D2, Boba Fett, or Chewbacca? Or whatever it is. Which character appears as the special Star Wars livery on the ANA series Dreamliner? Darth Vader, C-3PO, R2-D2, Boba Fett, or Chewbacca? And I'm sure you're gonna. Are you gonna show a picture of it, Jilly, after this? Yeah, it was Jilly's question. I asked Jilly if she wanted to put a question in. Yeah, of course, Kevin Carter, it has to be Jilly's question. Caleb Weatherdew, no clue. Valerie Lawrence, I knew that one. Spiders from Mars, Carol Aldred from the last one. There we go, yes, interesting. I like that. Time is up, and indeed it is 129 people correctly answering it. Of course, there is a C-3PO special Star Wars, of course. There is, yeah, and that's a 777, but the only Dreamliner is, of course, the R2-D2. BB-8 is a 777 as well, but 129 people answering that correctly. Well done, folks. We made it through the rain. I thought it was Red Dwarf to Ross Kennedy saying, fantastic. 18 right out of 30, G6 saying. Maybe you should have done the quiz. Oh, well, next week, G6, we'll look out for you, my friend. Congratulations. So let's have that leaderboard then, Jilly. And who won the quiz? Who won it? Oh, calculating results. Here we go. Sorry about that. Right. Got to print everything out. I'm just getting the paper now. And here it is. Here it is. Are we ready, folks? Calculating results. So look at that, beautiful. Oh, and don't do it just yet, Jilly. If you're looking at that picture, folks, you can see she's doing a full engine test. She's doing a full engine test. Now I don't know what airport that's at. Is that in the Far East? But look at that. She's got the chocks. She's got the chocks on the front wheels there, and her engines are running up at full power. So she's doing a remote stand power test. Ah, really? Is it what? No, I don't think so. No, because Boston Tower doesn't have that type. No, that is an airport. That is definitely airport. Say Vidi printer says right. Morse code. Okay, here we go. Ready, Chili? Who's won the quiz? Hold on. Not yet. I just want to see who was. Okay, the last round was Lel Aviation, RAF Chris, Harrison Fensom, Scotty, Dan Eyre, Sam Beck, and Scotty Feltham, sorry, was in 4th place. Dan Eyre, then Sam Beck, and Scott Topley bringing up the rear. Here we go. Did he beat her? Oh, well done, Lel Aviation. Henry Lidster, 777X, Nick McNair, the Spellers, Lord Fauntleroy, and Harrison Fensom. Well done to all of you guys. So Lel Aviation staying there in 1st place after the last round. Congratulations to you, mate. You what? Oh yeah, he won it last week, didn't he? Yeah, of course. I'm sorry. I do apologise, Lel Aviation. Yes. Wow. So therefore, Lel, you can't win a T-shirt this week, I'm afraid, my friend. I know it sounds a little bit brutal, but we can't win. People can't win twice on the trot. So Lel. Let me just work this out. Okay, so Henry Lidster, he's definitely a newcomer. 777X, you're also so Henry Lidster is going to get a t-shirt. 777X is going to get a t-shirt, and Nick McNair, he's been there before, or was he in the top flight of this week? Let me just tell. I've seen his name. Or is it Nicky Nacky Noodle that I'm thinking of here? Yeah. I'm just having a look. No, definitely not last week. That was Lel Aviation, Planes for Life, and Antonio. That was why Antonio, I was surprised. I was surprised with Antonio because he was, or she was, week 5, 3rd place. But anyway, there we go. Nick McNair, congratulations. And the spellers. Lord Fauntleroy. And Harrison. Yeah, I think so. Therefore, there's your three t-shirt winners. Lel Aviation winning again. Where do you come from, Lel Aviation? Are you? You must be very knowledgeable, my friend, which you are. Knows his stuff. And congratulations once again. Let's just have a little look down here. Who came where? Can I scroll? Yes, I can. Oh, Scott Feltham just missing out in the top 7 there. Gary McIntosh, Sam Beck, G-Man G, William Waters, Eric, Stevie Billings is there. Wow, well done, Stephen. Oh, mind that. Sorry about that. Stephen Billings, Young Joe, Jonathan, Hank Busink, Big Joe, RAF Chris. Oh, Lel hasn't claimed his t-shirt from winning last week. Lel, you need to claim your t-shirt, my friend, from last week. If you want, you're more than welcome to. Of course, Odette gave up her t-shirt for one of our viewers' sons, a little 10-year-old boy who loves watching the show. So that's on its way to him. Scott Topley beating his missus. Spencer Blackhurst, Bulldog 617, Diesel 13, Barry and Jenny MKR, T-Siders, Peter Stuhl, Alex Baxter, Matt Lewis, Alesh, Ian Edwards. Congratulations to all of you. Keith Cornell 36, very respectable. John Danoon, he's very sad, he's John Danoon. Antonio, Andy and Donna, Emmy and Tony Roulard, LHR, congratulations to you. Tuni Cadjo, I think he's done, I think that's one of the best places he's got so far, I'm not sure. Davis Dorr, Phil Birmingham. I think Tony Cadjo is an A320 pilot, I believe, from remembering. Sneaky Scoobies, Mr. Alan Crossland, Ashley and Katie, Keith Coventry, Dean Milner, down there in 50th place. Congratulations to all of you folks who took place. Paul Skinny was 180th. Thank you very much, Alf and Sue, Karen Corcoran, Stevie Luscombe, Sam Beck. In Bramley, this is an interesting one. 7777 has 6 exit doors. Interesting. Okay, we'll have to have a look into that, Ian. Thank you for that. Sam Beck still not got his t-shirt. Okay, well, Sam, if you've that will probably be down to our suppliers. I'd understand. I believe, because obviously we put the order in and then it's just down to them how quickly they deliver it. Julie Chaston, thank you very much indeed. Stevie Luscombe, Angela Cooper, brilliant stuff. Thanks, Jerry and Jilly. Of course, yes, thank you. A big thank you to Jilly for helping out there. Jilly's the tech behind everything that you see. Darren Smith, Prize, Nick McNair. I need to get Twitter to follow the pilots. Yes, indeed, Nick, do that. Good result for the first time. Got a few wrong. Stephen Billings saying, Lel Aviation, how do I claim the t-shirt? I'm confused. Email us, Lel. Very easy indeed. David Bisbee, email Big Jet TV. There we go. Kathy Collis came in 157th, but indeed it is the taking place. And Karen Corcoran, thank you very much indeed. Paul Hodgson, Tommy Ernst, And good night to everybody. Thank you so much. Don't forget, tomorrow, folks, we'll be live from around about midday. Keep an eye out for your notifications. We'll be 20 minutes for Freeview. That's all the Freeview audience and of course, our economy and executive members. And then we're going to be switching over to our first class and super class members for the rest of the show. We'll have to suck it and see, job, folks, see how it goes, and well, we'll hopefully get some unique stuff in the show tomorrow. How long we're going to be there for, again, we don't know, but certainly a good couple of hours, I would have thought. But anyway, thank you very much indeed for taking part, folks. Wonderful to have you all involved. Thank you to all the pilots as well, all you guys for getting involved, and congratulations to the winners this week, and congratulations wherever you are and however you did. It doesn't matter, it's all about the taking part. Thanks, folks. Look after yourselves, enjoy the rest of your day or your evening wherever you are, and we'll see you tomorrow here on Big Jet TV. Thanks very much indeed. See you later. Bye bye.